job. So that's the big question. If the Congress is at 19, can it claim anything at all? So this story of Gujarat is purely about the BJP's dominance and reign, and it also sets the tone for 2024. Himachal, whether or not the BJP retains, notwithstanding, if it retains in this current scenario at 31 and 4 rebels and 33, that's a different story. But this, ladies and gentlemen, is phenomenal. It's historic, and the world will have to sit up and take notice what Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his team have been able to achieve after 25 years of being in power in Gujarat as a political party, and also the PM Modi as the chief minister earlier. So this is just the story that everybody will be talking about. A case study in itself, a 4%, if not more, increase in vote share. What does that talk about? Phenomenal. And across the board sweep. That's what's happened. Not just 1-2 pockets of Gujarat which has shouldered the BJP. It's just blanket sweep across the board, decimating the opposition. Let's just go back down to Zaka and Maria and take this story forward, ladies and gentlemen. Aadaiye, wapas, settle ho jaiye, and then, there we go. Coming down slowly. Let me just get back between my
dominance, Zaka. This is complete dominance in
Absolutely.
politics of the state of Gujarat. Something that has never happened in any state of India.
I just have one update. I'm waiting for the forklift to... All right. Okay. Rivaba Jadeja back in the lead, folks. In Jamnagar North, she's now leading. Her nearest candidate, opponent, of course, is the Aam Aadmi Party candidate. She was trailing for about half an hour or so. But just in the last couple of minutes, as Anand was being forklifted up, she's now come back into the lead in Jamnagar North. Yes. So both the Jamnagar seats, the city seats, the BJP is leading in.
And now the ministers have started speaking. Purushottam Rupala, Union Minister, joining us live, and he has been the star campaigner and oldest cabinet colleague of Prime Minister Narendra Modi when he was the Chief Minister of Gujarat. रूपाला जी, हाँ 150 अभी हम लोग दिखा रहे हैं, ये क्या है, हो गया है गुजरात में, और क्या माहौल है ये?
ये वास्तव में गुजरात की जनता ने भारतीय जनता पार्टी के शीर्षस्थ नेतृत्व में हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी के जो अपने पर प्रेम है, उस प्रेम की बारिश की है। और भारतीय जनता पार्टी के लिए अगले 25 साल का जो ट्रेंड सेट करने का हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी ने बात किया था, उसको गुजरात की जनता ने मोहर लगा दी है।
जिस मोहर की आप बात कर रहे हैं, बहुत जबरदस्त मोहर लगाया है गुजरात ने। 27 साल आप वहां पर राज किए हैं, 5 साल और मिल रहा है, और इस 5 साल में जो आपका पुराना रिकॉर्ड था 2002 का, वो भी ब्रेक हो गया। माधव सिंह सोलंकी वाला भी रिकॉर्ड लग रहा है कि ब्रेक होने वाला है।
ये एक प्रकार से आप इसको इस प्रकार से ले सकते हैं, जैसे मेरा मानना है कि गुजरात की जनता ने अब भारतीय जनता पार्टी को अपनी चॉइस की पार्टी बना ली है, और भारतीय जनता पार्टी के कार्यक्रमों को डेवलपमेंट के प्रोग्राम के रूप में अपने को अपनाने के लिए और जन भागीदारी से गुजरात को डेवलप करने का जो प्रधानमंत्री जी का आह्वान है, इसके लिए हर गुजराती खड़ा होकर इस कार्यक्रम के साथ जुड़ गया है। इस प्रकार से इस नतीजे को मैं आकलित कर रहा हूं।
आम आदमी पार्टी के बारे में क्या कहेंगे? उन लोगों ने भी एंट्री कर ली है, 8 सीट अभी दिखा रहे हैं हम।
अब देखो, इतनी बड़ी जीत के बाद कुछ विपक्ष के पक्ष में कुछ भी नहीं जाएगा, ऐसा तो गणतंत्र में होगा नहीं। तो विपक्ष के तौर पर आम आदमी पार्टी ने 8 सीटें अभी दिख रही हैं, वो पूरे नतीजे काउंटिंग हो जाएंगे तब तक रहेगी या उसमें कम ज़्यादा होगी, वो पूरे नतीजे के बाद चर्चा में आएगा। मगर उन्होंने अपना वहाँ शुभारंभ किया है, इतना कह सकते हैं।
जी रूपाला जी, एक और नमस्ते, मैं आनंद बोल रहा हूँ। एक और बड़ी बात है कि भाजपा ने इस बार गुजरात में अपनी वोट शेयर को भी बढ़ाया है। तो जो अमूमन लोकसभा और विधानसभा में देखें तो एक 10-11% वोट शेयर घट जाता था बीजेपी का, 4% आपने बढ़ाया है। ये किस चीज को आप श्रेय देते हैं कि इसमें प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी की छवि कितना काम आई है, और जो आपने पूरे कैबिनेट का परिवर्तन किया 18 महीने पहले, उसका कितना इंपैक्ट हुआ है?
नहीं, सारे क्रियाकलापों को तो आप श्रेय देना चाहेंगे, मगर मैं एक बात जरूर बताना चाहूंगा कि इस कैंपेन के दौरान मेरी एक सभा हुई थी ऊंझा में
जी,
पब्लिक मीटिंग थी, और पब्लिक मीटिंग में जो जनरल लोगों की उपस्थिति थी वो 60-40 के रेशियो में महिलाएं उस जनरल सभा में उपस्थित थी। तभी मैंने वहां बताया था, और मैंने कुछ महिलाओं से बात फिर बाद में किया था, तो जानने को मिलता था कि हर महिला के मन में भारतीय जनता पार्टी को और मोदी साहब को समर्थन करने का मन बना लिया था
जी।
तो एक प्रकार से महिलाओं ने प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी पे विश्वास जताया है, और इसी के चलते वोट शेयर भी बढ़ा है।
जी, ये हमने उत्तर प्रदेश में भी देखा पुरुषोत्तम रुपाला जी, तो कहीं आपको लगता है कि ये जो लाभार्थी वाला एस्पेक्ट है और महिलाओं को जिस तरह से सशक्त, महिलाओं का सशक्तिकरण है, इसकी वजह से ये रुझान हुआ है?
एक तो एक साफ तौर पे ये कारण है ही है, मगर मैं आपको 2-3 और कारण भी बताना चाहूंगा जो धरती पर हमको देखने को मिल रहे थे। जैसे मैं अपनी चुनावी सभा में मंच से खुलेआम पूछता था कि कोई सरपंच बैठे हैं सभा में, और सामने से जब हाथ खड़ा होता था और मैं पूछता था कि भाई आपके सरपंच के अकाउंट में भारत सरकार के कोई पैसे आते हैं, तो वो इतनी खुशी से लाखों करोड़ों रुपयों की बात करते थे, और उनकी पूरी सभा पे ये बात जाती थी कि प्रधानमंत्री जी की ओर से हमारे गांव के मुखिया के अकाउंट में पैसे आते हैं और बिचौलियों की कोई आवश्यकता नहीं पड़ती थी। उसी का एक पूरा मैसेज अब नीचे तक पहुंच गया है प्रधानमंत्री जी के कामकाज का, कि उन्होंने हमारी पहली इकाई जो है गणतंत्र की वो है पंचायत, वो पंचायत को मजबूत किया है, अपने महिलाओं को मजबूत किया है, किसानों के अकाउंट में पैसे जा रहे हैं, और ये जाने की जो सिस्टम बनाई है डीबीटी वाली जी, उसकी बहुत चर्चा नीचे स्तर पर आम आदमियों के बीच में है।
ये महिला वोटर, महिला वोटर की बात करें, रुपाला जी आपने बिल्कुल सही कहा, क्योंकि हम आनंद में थे और वहां पर मैंने महिलाओं से बात की और सारी महिलाएं एम्पावरमेंट की बात कर रही थी, वो फाइनेंशियल एम्पावरमेंट की बात कर रही थी, कितनी ताकत मिलती है उनको इस बात का सोच करके कि वो डेयरी बिजनेस में हैं और लाखों की बात करती हैं। तो ये जो पूरा ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन है, और खास करके कोऑपरेटिव सेक्टर में जो हम देख रहे हैं, जो पूरा कोऑपरेटिव बेल्ट आज एकदम सैफरन वेव दिख रहा है वहां पर।
रुपाला जी मेरा
बिल्कुल सही बात है मैम, आपको
जी आप
हाँ जी बताइए।
जी बोलिए।
मैं एक बात बता दूं कि जो हमारे वो डेयरी सेक्टर जो है गुजरात का, वो वैसे भी बहुत मजबूत था, और अपना नया कोऑपरेटिव मिनिस्टर बनाने के बाद हमारे अमित शाह जी ने जिस प्रकार से इसको आगे बढ़ाने के लिए कोशिश कर रहे हैं, मगर वहां प्रधानमंत्री जी ने एक इनिशिएटिव लिया था, और डेयरी का अकाउंट जो होता है वो महिलाओं के नाम पे करने की एक मुहिम चलाई थी। तो वहां ज्यादातर दूध का कारोबार जो है वो महिलाओं के अकाउंट में हर वीकली, महिलाओं के अकाउंट में हर सप्ताह में वो पैसे जाते हैं, और ये करोड़ों के तर्ज पे वो जा रहा है। तो हर महिला को अभी अपने को वो महसूस हो रहा है कि वो अब घर का मुखिया वो बन गई है अर्थतंत्र के रूप में। बजट वैसे भी महिलाएं बनाती थी, अब वो बजट को इम्प्लीमेंट भी वही कर रही।
जी, मेरा अंतिम प्रश्न यही है कि आगामी अभी लोकसभा 2024 से पहले करीब 13 राज्य हैं और फिर यूनियन टेरिटरीज हैं जहां चुनाव होगा। गुजरात का ये परफॉर्मेंस क्या बिगुल है लोकसभा 2024 और इन चुनावों के लिए?
नहीं, वो बिल्कुल अगले 24 के चुनाव के लिए नहीं, मैं तो बड़े विश्वास के तौर पर कह सकता हूं कि ये गुजरात के मतदाताओं ने जिस प्रकार से अपना रुख दिखाया है, वो आगामी 50 साल की भारत की राजनीति किस दिशा में जाने वाली है, इसका ये माइलस्टोन बनेगा, और उसी दिशा में देश को लीड करने का निमित्त बनेगा।
जी, पुरुषोत्तम रुपाला जी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, आपसे बात कर रहे हैं। इसी में एक और खुशखबरी आपको और दर्शकों को दे दे, जयराम ठाकुर द चीफ मिनिस्टर ऑफ हिमाचल हैज वन हिज सीट। Jairam Thakur has won his seat. Let's go quickly across. Let's go quickly across to Griha at the live result hub. Yes, Griha.
Yeah, we are absolutely. We are getting this input. We are still confirming. However, we have confirmed it by the reporter. Now he's saying that Jairam Thakur has in fact won his seat. So that's the update. आपको अपडेट आया है? victory.
कि जयराम ठाकुर जीत चुके हैं और अभी उसको क्रॉस चेक किया जा रहा है.
Okay, all right. So that is what we are picking in from the live results.
और हिमाचल के numbers बदल गए हैं ज़रा.
It's BJP 33, Congress 32, and this is the Siraj seat where Jairam Thakur, the Chief Minister, is the sitting Chief Minister. From there, it's a Thakur-dominated seat. It's a BJP stronghold. Of course, where the BJP is raking up the numbers in Himachal is largely from the Mandi district as well as from Sirmaur. I just want to run you through both of these districts where the BJP seems to have gained quite a bit. In Mandi, a substantial number of seats. I think 9 seats in Mandi the BJP is leading in, 3 seats in Sirmaur. So 12 out of 15 the BJP is leading there. Whereas where is the Congress getting its numbers from? As far as Himachal Pradesh is concerned, look at the Shimla seats. The Shimla seats, the Congress is getting 5, the BJP only getting 3. And of course, we have the outer seats as well. Lahore Spiti, you have Kinnaur. There again, the Congress doing better. And just quickly run you through the Solan seats. Solan and Una, again, the Congress doing well in the southern part, in lower Himachal as it were. The Congress having 8 seats, the BJP only 1. So lower Himachal seats, Solan, Una, the Congress doing well. In the middle part of the state, in Mandi, in Kangra, in Sirmaur, the BJP doing well.
But it's not about urban pockets right now. In fact, in the urban pockets, it's Congress that is doing well. And in the rural belt of Himachal, it is the BJP.
And if you look at Hamirpur and Bilaspur as well, there again the Congress, I think is, last I checked, was doing slightly better. Yes, 5-3. This again is important. Again, populated pockets, Hamirpur, Bilaspur, Shimla, of course, the capital, where again the Congress was doing well. But in the middle part, in Mandi, in Sirmaur, in Kangra, that's where the BJP seems to be doing well. And mind you, these are all Thakur-dominated belts as well. One of the other good things that's happened is the independent candidate, there were 4 who were leading, now it's come down to 3. I suspect one of the seats is a fight between a BJP rebel and a sitting and a BJP candidate, and therefore I think you might see that figure coming down as well. I said this to you guys last time as well, that the number of independents comes down, the BJP does better. The number of independents goes up, the Congress does better.
The only pollster who said it's a dead house, that is today's Chanakya, said 33 and 33. It seems to be hovering around that number because the Congress and the BJP are actually flipping. While we were going across Susaka on the wall, it was the BJP which was ahead. Now it's the Congress with its nose ahead just by 1 seat, ladies and gentlemen. This is how it's translating. Himachal seems to be the one where there will be a dead heat. But Prime Minister Narendra Modi, the BJP, breaking not just their own record, but breaking all records. Breaking all records if these leads stay, and they are slowly consolidating into wins. Even pockets where earlier BJP candidates were trailing, they are now gradually winning. Alpesh Thakur is leading from Gandhinagar South. Hardik Patel is leading from Viramgam. So all those, that entire triumvirate, out of that Jignesh Mewani is trailing. Gopal Italia of the Aam Aadmi Party trailing. The BJP celebrating. Dol baj rahe hain, nagade baj rahe hain. Auntie are also dancing along with the uncles. Everybody is outside there celebrating. Pallavi Ghosh is joining us at this point. Pallavi, whereabouts are you?
Well, I'm right over here because there's a parliament session also going on, but clearly the parliament will today focus on the electoral results in Gujarat as well as in Himachal Pradesh. I mean, if you're going to talk quickly about Gujarat, the performance of the Congress party, I'm not very surprised because I spent over 21 days and I would watch that the Congress party was actually not doing much on the ground. There were local state leaders who were complaining of the fact that they are parachuting of leaders from the centre, which even the BJP does. But the BJP also gives the importance to the state or the local leaders. The Congress party just doesn't do that. Second, a complete disinterested campaign. It's like they had already accepted the fact that hamara kuch nahi hoga, so why should we even make that effort to campaign? And third, they kept on asking that if Rahul Gandhi was in neighbourhood Maharashtra, what stopped him from carrying the yatra at least to the belts where the Congress party has been traditionally strong, the tribal, the rural and the Saurashtra area. What the Congress party, of course, is hoping for, and they're all eyes glued, is what is going to happen in Himachal Pradesh, because that would be a saving grace. But beyond that, 2 important quick points. Rahul Gandhi just did not campaign, but Priyanka Gandhi Vadra extensively campaigned in Himachal Pradesh. Should the Congress party win in Himachal Pradesh, will it be Priyanka Gandhi's time in the sense within the Congress party? Because remember, the woman card just does not work for her and the Congress in UP. And then Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, if she's able to swing it for her party in Himachal, where I think the Congress certainly did run a pretty well-organized campaign, focus on local leadership, importance to local leaders, not making personal attacks on the Prime Minister. It could be the beginning of Priyanka Gandhi Vadra perhaps stepping out beyond Himachal Pradesh to other upcoming state elections.
Zaka and Anand, 155 for the BJP. Do you think it will touch 160? Because if you are looking at history, it is only history.
It's not about not just that, but look at no, it's an outright rejection of the opposition.
Other parties, completely.
The AAP and the Congress put together is, if it is at 23, it's an outright rejection of the opposition parties. That's what we are saying.
You know, when we started, we were saying 1:3, 1:4. Now it's 1:10.
Yeah.
1:10 for every one seat the Congress has won, the BJP has won 9 more.
This is unimaginable, something which has happened in Indian politics, which we are not able to figure out, which Nalin Mehta, the analysts are not able to understand what exactly is this phenomena. This is Okay, Griha has an update first.
Okay.
Nalin, I'm coming to you. Yes, Griha.
All right, we are getting the first winner who has been announced from Gujarat, from the Asarwa constituency. BJP's Darshana Vaghela has been declared as a winner from Asarwa.
So the first win consolidating from Gujarat, Darshana Vaghela is the one who's won at this point. But look at these numbers. They themselves 1:9 vis-a-vis the Congress party, but it is 1:7 or 1:8 with the Congress and AAP put together. Nalin, this is an outright rejection of any other narrative other than Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the BJP's development story.
In Gujarat, yes, because the BJP's vote share has increased. It's not just a beneficiary of the split in the opposition.
It's gone up
vote.
one more, 155 now. Yeah,
yes.
Sorry.
So before the election, a lot of people thought it will be a BJP landslide because of the opposition split. The story in this election is different. There is an opposition split. The AAP is the beneficiary of it, gate crashing into the Congress's vote bank. But the BJP has increased.
Yes.
And that tells you the resilience of the party cadre and the organization that the new BJP has built in Gujarat. Modi has been the architect of that. You know, a lot has been made about these 30+ rallies Modi has done, Amit Shah, this carpet bombing, this
25 days that the PM has overall spent in Gujarat.
But there is that is just the optics. There is a far deeper mobilization that goes below that and is built on the back of a very painstaking brickwork and organizational and cadre structure, which is deepening its roots. It's not receding; it's deepening its roots. And this is an unprecedented story.
The fact that the BJP has taken back the complete Saurashtra, tribal belt bhi वापस आ गया, महिलाएं तो साथ में हैं ही. This Sangathan that we keep talking about, Sangathan, the party which believes in its organizational strength. Rashid, for all the talks of that silent campaign ही नहीं दिख रहा है अगर 16 पर है कांग्रेस तो.
Yes, Maria. Actually, as Nalin was saying, the blow is to the Congress is twofold. One is the increase of vote share. That means several caste groups, social groups, etc. have left the Congress and joined the BJP vote bank, which was not the case earlier. And of course, a big push from tribal voters, etc. And the split that Aam Aadmi Party has caused, in terms of vote share in Saurashtra region. So this has been a double blow. You see, Congress also worked hard. I'm not denying that fact. And Congress also, if you look at the Uttar Pradesh campaign of Priyanka Gandhi, a classical case, 206 public meetings. So there was no dearth of effort on her part. But result, because she did not have a party on the ground, the social groups, the caste and communities were not backing her, and therefore there was a very dismal performance. So hard work is one aspect of it. I don't deny that Congress didn't work hard. Congress worked very hard. But ultimately, in election,
but Yogi as the incumbent
outcome.
chief minister did nearly 150, 160 rallies. So Priyanka Vadra doing 206 public meetings is not a big number, because you got to try 10 times more than what the incumbent is doing. And the incumbent is raising the benchmark. Please, with all due respect to every political party, the Aam Aadmi Party, the effort that it put into a state where it wants to make an entry, it is reaping dividends by getting at least onto the leaderboard with 7 seats, if not 10. The fact is that when you know you have a core voter base of 38 to 40% and you just ignore that voter base, then you are taking things for granted. You are not putting in the effort that you should actually put. That's the only way you can critically analyze the performance of the Congress party right now. It's gone up by 1 more seat to 17. GVL Narasimha Rao of the BJP with us, Nitin Tyagi of the AAP with us. Anshul Avijit wanted to make a point before I go to GVL. Yes, Anshul, because you picked your hand up when Rashid ji was saying something.
I just want to make the point that we are not addressing the elephant in the room. This is not a rejection of the opposition, but a complete and utter acceptance of Hindutva. I mean, at least we have to even talk about that.
What?
I mean, they pulled no stops. I mean, they took out every weapon from the arsenal of Hindutva for this election. The Prime Minister
So
did so
what
many
is
rallies,
wrong with
but what is the
Anshul
face
Abhijit?
off?
You're talking about Hindutva as a bad word. Please understand, Hindutva is Hinduness in Hindustan. If all of us don't have Hinduness, there's a problem. Don't try and
Arey,
make
wo
it a
alag
political
argument
aspect. It's a
hai bhaiya.
rejection of this
You know, I
narrative
get
about
that
Hindutva,
argument.
Anshul
You know,
Abhijit.
I know that argument.
No, but
You know,
what
you have
I am
to
trying
at
to
least
say,
talk about
what I am trying to say very
polarization.
respectfully, what I am trying to say respectfully is the voter has turned around and rejected your narrative of Hindutva, sir. Your interpretation of Hindutva has been rejected. What the voter
Whatever
is
it is, there was extreme polarization in the state.
no, it's not.
Can I-
People
can I-
across
can I-
people
can I
across
just- can I
caste and
just add to-
communities
can
have
I-
come out and
Can I
voted.
just add
Across
to that?
classes have
You know,
have come
the
out and
Muslim-dominated
voted.
season, I take Ahmedabad as an example. Last time Congress had 4 out of the 16, BJP had 12. This time Congress has only 1. Inside walled city, just 1 seat. The Muslim-dominated seats, there are 12. BJP has won 9. They've increased their tally by 3 in the Muslim-dominated seats. So this idea of polarization working for the BJP, that's, I think, a narrative that's way past its sell-by date.
And also, Zaka, if you look at the women on ground, if you look at the general narrative on ground, they were talking about infrastructure.
Yeah.
They were talking about massive digitalization. Let's understand. You know, Anshul, is there a disconnect between the voters and the Congress party? Because you are talking about a kind of politics which may have existed in India several decades ago. This time, the win of the BJP and the phenomenal victory of the BJP in the state of Gujarat is about infrastructure. It's about empowerment. It's about that 4-laning. It's about that sense of happiness. How can you discount all that?
No, I am discounting it, Maria. With all respect to what you have on the ground and what you have seen, the Gujarat model is a distorted Vikrit Vinashak model of development. I heard Mr. Prahlad Joshi talk about it. It's entirely a political model. It's not even an
तो
economic
फिर
model.
आपको
It is
मिलना
not
चाहिए
based
था
on the
नंबर्स फिर आपको मिलना
you
चाहिए
should
था
have got
क्योंकि आपने
154
क्या
seats.
अपना alternate model दिया क्योंकि there is a skewed idea let you know today is the
It
date
is also,
Yes.
Anshul is a good friend. Anshul, it's very, very disrespectful to the Gujarati voter. Forget about Congress, BJP. It's very disrespectful to the Gujarati voter to say, ye Vinash, what is the word you use? Destructive model.
Vinashak नहीं,
No, it's not a Vinashak
No, sir.
model, please.
की बात कर रहा हूं मैं.
No, please understand. When the whole message at the cooperative movement where 36 lakh women are associated with is that it's not about class, caste, it's whoever comes first gives their
We
milk
laid the
first.
ground for
Everybody
that
stands
movement.
in the same line.
Not an industrial-
That is what has
Of course,
happened,
the
sir.
Congress party was
Right
there.
now, it's not about class and caste. There is acceptance across the board for their message. So for you have to recalibrate and see what is the message you took. And you have to critically analyze.
Nobody's
You
denying
cannot, sir, even the Aam Aadmi Party has taken the story away from you. The Aam Aadmi Party has taken the story away from you. GVL Narasimha Rao, please come in and then I'll go across to Mr. Tyagi again. Yes, GVL. As a cephalogist also, the cephalogist in you didn't predict 154, sir. Let me start from there. Please complete.
No, my estimate was 145. This was what we discussed. I don't know if Maria got to hear about this in the because of some friends in the media also got to hear what my predictions were. But we were always bullish. Okay, but people seem to have blessed the BJP even more. I think the biggest factor is not because somebody is chipping at Congress's vote. It's purely a positive vote in favor of the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. Because anywhere you go in Gujarat, you will not hear a voice, a negative voice against Prime Minister Modi anywhere in Gujarat. There is only respect, and there is tremendous amount of respect for the leader. I think it is this which has helped in a big way. You see, the Congress today, the news point now, the next bulletin you should be hearing is that Gujarat will have no recognized opposition party. At 17, if Congress continues to struggle at 17, Gujarat, like the Lok Sabha in Parliament, the Congress will lose its opposition party status in Gujarat. That is the devastation.
No, not just in the assembly approaching top of 11. So just quickly, we'll take this aspect of the opposition. Psychologically, will the AAP claim that we are now the opposition in Gujarat? Ladies and gentlemen, it's the big story. Gujarat is the big story. It's dead heat in Himachal. But at 11 a.m. on Result Day Live, this is what we can say are the takeaways. The BJP bettering its best ever tally. The BJP on course to register its biggest win after nearly 2.5 decades in power. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, not just a poll-winning machine, but he has nearly half of the population of Gujarat's acceptance. They accept his model and him as a leader. Congress's worst ever performance in Gujarat. Even that their steady vote share base, which has remained steady over decades, has now eroded. The Aam Aadmi Party making inroads into Congress's bastions and their presence being registered pan-Gujarat. The vote share numbers will be significant. Will they psychologically claim the place of replacing Congress as the opposition in Gujarat? And will they consolidate going forward in 2027? We have to wait and watch. AAP gets more vote share. And also Congress BJP in dead heat in Himachal. There again, if the BJP holds on and if this sticks, will the Congress not be able to continue with the Rivaj, and will the BJP retain Himachal? That's another big story that is still developing. It's now, right now, as we speak, there are celebrations at the Gujarat BJP headquarters. Arun Datta getting us the report. Arun Datta is in the is talking us through what's happening in Gujarat right now. We'll try and connect to him. 30 to the BJP in Himachal, 35 to the Congress. They seem to be comfortable right now, but these leads are dynamic and they're changing. Let's go to the live visuals. Let's listen to what's happening there.
Their way of celebration changes here. And look at the enthusiasm in these karyakartas of Bharatiya Janata Party. And the leaders like C.R. Patil and Bhupendra Patel are set to arrive here around 12:30 or 1 these karyakartas of Bharatiya Janata Party. And wherever you look at, you will find karyakartas of Bharatiya Janata Party. And at this moment, the initial trend shows
It continues and it's very similar to the Lejham in Maharashtra, but this is all the entire that entire grouping there which follows this kind of measure. Ye dhol bhi baj rahe hain, more news coming in, nagade baj rahe hain, and of course they will celebrate. AAP slipping further 6 seats, BJP going up further 155, 30-35 in Himachal. What drama on both sides, but this is one way, and we discussed it that day, isn't it? Agar 135 par kar rahe hain to 150 bhi rukega nahi, and it will go that way.
Just want a quick update on Himachal. It's now right now 35-30, 35 to the Congress, 30 to the BJP. One of the independents, Ashish Sharma, and I correct myself, he's not a BJP rebel, he's a Congress rebel. Congress denied him a ticket. He's now leading and has been for a while now in the constituency of Hamirpur. Ashish Sharma has been leading since counting began at 8 a.m. this morning. So if the Congress is just one short of majority, likely that Ashish Sharma might go with his old party. So the Congress's number could be 36 instead of 35. But Gujarat is really the story of this election. I mean, look at this. It's not just the BJP's best ever performance. This is the historic mandate. No government since the formation of the state in 1960 has crossed 150. BJP right now is sitting at 155. You can, argue saying, AAP hurt the Congress in Saurashtra, AAP hurt the Congress in some of these tribal-dominated seats. But that's not the story, folks. The story is, as one voter told one of our reporters on counting day, Modi ji hamare hain, wo Delhi mein baithe hain, hamara sahara chahiye unko, desh aage बढ़ raha hai, and we should not let him down. This is that vote. You don't get a 2/3 majority. This is almost a 3/4 majority. 155 out of 182 is a 3/4 majority. You don't get that because of some chinks in the opposition. You get that because the state is overwhelmingly voting for one party because they believe that that party has their best interests or has done the best work for them. That's how you get this kind of...
Bharosa, Yaqeen, Vishwas, you call it whatever. This is the Modi voter which has said that he's sitting in Delhi. He has been talking about my model. He has been talking about the Gujarat model. And he deserves that strength that comes from the roots. जब जड़ मजबूत होता है तभी वो strength मिलता है.
Look at the political narrative that would be set. No, last time around when the BJP struggled at 99, what did they say? Gujarat फिसल रहा है, देश कैसे चलाएंगे? And then the BJP had to really mobilize. Now the opposition, if they really wanted to dent the BJP juggernaut and Prime Minister Narendra Modi, they should have put all their effort in Gujarat.
Absolutely.
And said, let's try and keep the BJP below 100.
Rashid made this point, and I'll go back to him. You know, there is nothing called a silent campaign in politics. You know, it's a complete oxymoron. You have to be on the ground, you have to work, you have to make a noise, which is what the Aam Aadmi Party did. Yes, there's a differential between the noise they made on social media and the number of seats that they've got. I agree on that. But for a party that has just started, first election in Gujarat, 6 seats is not bad. The point is, even if you go back to the last election, Rashid, everybody talks about Patidar agitation, Hardik Patel, pass, so on and so forth, that helped the Congress in Saurashtra. But people tend to forget, for 3 months in 2017, in the run-up to Gujarat polls, Rahul Gandhi was camped in Gujarat. He was there. He was on ground. He was camped in Gujarat for 3 months. Where was he this time around? Nothing stopped him from making Bharat Jodo Yatra go into Gujarat. He went there for 1 day, addressed 2 rallies, and that's it. What is this silent campaign? There is no such thing as a silent campaign. Rashid. All right, he can't hear me. Anshul is there. Anshul, take that. I mean, you're a politician. Come on. Let's be very, very clear. All right, we've got Arun Dhanta there. Yeah, Arun Dhanta with live pictures. Yes, Arun, take it away.
Yes. So these are the straight visuals that we are showing you. Look at how things have intensified here at BJP office. We've been here, Zaka, since 6 a.m. in the morning. But now, when the trends are getting clearer and stronger for BJP, you can see that every nook and corner of the Bharatiya Janata Party's office here in Gujarat, Kamalam, is filled with people. You can see dhol, nagades, everybody, and they are present here. And you can see these visuals here, and you can see the chanting of Jai Shri Ram, Jai Ho. I would request my camera person to just show on that side. These are the visuals which are coming straight from the BJP office. A special band has also been invited here to perform on the eve of the victory of Bharatiya Janata Party. We'll also try to speak to a few people here who've come here and to be part of the celebration.
आगरा ताजनगर
क्या लग रहा है, क्या होने वाला है?
ये लोकतंत्र के मंदिर में जो आहुतियां सभी ने लगाई गुजरात की जनता ने, उसका आज प्रसाद वितरण होने जा रहा है जीत की खुशी में।
महिला कार्यकर्ता मैम, आप बताइए कहाँ से आई हैं आप? कहाँ से आई हैं? कैसा लग रहा है, कैसा माहौल है?
खुशी है, दिल में बहुत लड्डू फूट रहे हैं, नाचने का दिल कर रहा है।
सेटिस्फाई है जितनी सीटें आ रही हैं उससे सेटिस्फाइड हैं आप लोग? सीट्स जितनी आ रही है उससे खुश हैं?
हाँ, बहुत खुश है, बहुत खुश।
आप बताइए कहाँ से आई हैं? You can see the visual. These महिला मोर्चा women of भारतीय जनता पार्टी are present. मैम आप बताइए, खुश हैं आप लोग?
हमारा जय से बीजेपी નો જય કરશે, જાજી રીતમાંથી વિજય બનવાના છે, ભારત માતા की जय।
जितनी सीटें आप लोग की आ रही हैं उससे खुश हैं अभी तक?
152 सीट आएगी और बीजेपी का जय हो।
आप बताइए मैं खुश हैं जो किस तरह के?
बहुत खुश हूँ, खुशी भी बता नहीं सकती, इतनी खुश हूँ मैं, बहुत खुश हूँ।
आप बताइए कैसा लग रहा है आपकी जीत?
अच्छा 150 प्लस बहुत सब उत्साह है, कार्यकर्ताओं का मेहनत रंग लाया।
कार्यकर्ताओं का मेहनत रंग लाया है, is what he is saying on ground.
Where people are watching the election results here. बताइए कहाँ से
score 155 is the score, and that's what we are saying. Plenty of celebrations will happen. That story in itself will sets the tone, and we have to build up to Lok Sabha 2024 because that's what it is. And the other aspect is you don't take your constituency lightly. You don't take anybody for granted.
Absolutely.
And that's the lesson we have to learn from Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
And
At no point has he taken it for granted.
Imagine the kind of effort. The Prime Minister has been in and out of Gujarat, inaugurating multiple projects for the last 6 months. Home Minister Amit Shah was parked in Gujarat for the last 1.5 months, and Zafar Islam was with him in Ahmedabad. I met him in Ahmedabad. Zafar Islam, ये तो आप लोग के एक्सपेक्टेशन से भी बड़ा नंबर आ गया, 155.
Well, if you can recollect, Maria, I had mentioned to you that we will create history this time. First of all, I want to thank the people of Gujarat for having reposed confidence in our leadership, have given a lot of love and affection to our leadership, and particularly to the Prime Minister. And we had said that if we will not be surprised if we exceed even 150 number. The indications are what it is today. Right now it's 155, and that suggests that we will create history this time. And Congress party will also create history, but having the lowest number of seats in Gujarat. And all this is possible.
मुझे बताइए, what do you think are the factors that worked for you? And the biggest factor in Prime Minister Modi, क्या factors है? आप गिनाइए हमें.
See, the differentiating factor between us and Congress, that we have prioritized Pradesh, they have prioritized Parivar. We have always worked for the people of Gujarat, for their welfare and for the welfare of the state. We have always done everything good for the state in terms of the developmental project which we have launched and worked for in the interest of the state, while they have always prioritized party and their leadership. And that's why today Parivar and the leadership are the one who have benefited in Gujarat and elsewhere. That's why people of Gujarat have recognized that this party, Bharatiya Janata Party, even after 27 years, there is a sense of pro-incumbency, because we use government only as a platform to serve the people. We have demonstrated it, and that is something which has worked for us. That we are only government is only as a medium to serve the people, and that's what we have done in the last 27 years. And we have won the confidence of the people and the Ashirwad. The
Namaste, this is Anand here. This is Anand here. There are celebrations and Anand among the BJP Karyakartas all around, but most importantly, look at the women Karyakartas. It's the women who are leading the celebration across the board. Aman is also with us. Aman, on ground, this aspect of Labharti, this empowerment or making women more powerful, financially independent, digitally connecting them, and also giving them a belief that they are the ones who are going to drive the change in society and part of the story. Is this perhaps the secret recipe of the Prime Minister? Is this the connect that is giving the BJP the kind of vote share that that's reflecting on the Election Commission's website? 50% plus, nearly 53%.
And I think women voters have strongly backed Mr. Modi, strongly backed the BJP. That has also been the history of Gujarat. If you look at the entire dairy sector revolution, if you look at schemes which have been rolled out, in fact, the BJP manifesto in Gujarat had focused in a big way on benefits for women. In a way, the Stree Shakti concept that Mr. Modi has adopted in many states, it is most visible, I think, in Gujarat, and that is what has really helped the party to come up with this huge success. Also, you know, the Modi magic. So if you traveled in Gujarat, Anand, you would have seen these posters all over saying security, safety, peace. This is the line that the BJP sold in Gujarat with Mr. Modi as the face. That the Gujarat is peaceful for the last 20 years, since 2002. This, I think, women voters also very much concerned that there should be peace in society. There should be a feeling of sense, safety and security. You also see how BJP this time, Anand, has swept not just the urban seats, even the rural seats of Saurashtra as well as the tribal belt. This also shows that the schemes of the Modi government, be it free cylinders, be it Swachh Bharat, be it the free rations during the COVID pandemic, have impacted the people on the ground. It has reached every person, and that is the reason that women, even in the tribal belt, in the rural belt areas where BJP was not strong in 2017 election, even the tribal belt has always voted for the Congress in Gujarat.
You know, the point that you're trying to make, there's a difference between Labhartis and those who saw that as freebies. So the Aam Aadmi Party had said कि मैं 1500 रुपए दूंगा. यहाँ पर, when you meet the women of Gujarat, they were saying that there is a party which has delivered. उन्होंने promise किया और deliver किया है अभी तक. Why shouldn't we trust them?
Absolutely, Mare. I think that Gujarat has clearly rejected this freebie model.
Yes.
If we can, that is very clear in this election. Gujarat has adopted the empowerment model, the model of beneficial development schemes actually reaching Gujarat. In fact, me and Maria did a piece earlier on how the transformative changes that have come in Gujarat under Mr. Modi since 2002, you know, be it in the dairy sector, be it in other sectors, be it women empowerment, be it water of Narmada reaching every home. You know, these are transformative changes which are bringing returns to the BJP, and in this election we are seeing it at full might. you know, not just the Congress has been decimated, a 54% vote share, Anand, shows that the overwhelming majority of the state is backing Mr. Modi. They still see Mr. Modi as the face. Mr. Modi may have gone to Delhi 8 years back, but if you spoke to any voter in Gujarat, they said, "Hum son of the soil,
that is
Modi ke
also
liye vote
because
dalenge."
Prime Minister Narendra Modi continues to be invested in Gujarat. He's never forgotten Gujarat or taken Gujarat for granted. He may be an MP from Varanasi now, so if he's adopted Varanasi and he's done a lot for Varanasi, he's come back and said, I will never forget Gujarat and I will always do that. See, that is the kind of investment you need to give back to your roots and never forget it. The other part, Zaka, as you know, on the wall, earlier on in the morning, there were certain pockets where you thought that the BJP will still will suffer. But urban, rural and rural, all of it, it's a sweep.
Just to take you through the rural seats. Now the BJP, this is where it hurt them last time around. The rural seats, they were not doing well. But look at Saurashtra, sea of orange here. Look at central Gujarat. This is the cooperative belt that we were talking about. This is Anand, Kheda, that belt, the Amul belt as it's called, the milk cooperative belt. Again, huge gains for the BJP. Then you go up north, Mehsana, Patan, Sabarkanta, Banaskanta, again, both the tribal belt as well as the north belt. Again, the BJP doing phenomenally well. I think in the rural seats, 79, almost 80 seats to the BJP, only 11 to the Congress party. Just compare this with 2017. Look at 2017 and how it was a different picture altogether. It was 53 to the Congress in the rural belt, primarily from Saurashtra, but some in North Gujarat as well, and 39 to the BJP. That is completely flipped now. The rural seats firmly with the BJP, almost 80 seats. It's a gain of 40 seats compared to 2017. The Congress going down 42 seats. So everything that the Congress lost, the BJP has absorbed and then some more. Aam Aadmi Party has hurt the Congress in the rural seats. I think this is primarily in Saurashtra. I think two strands that are emerging as far as the AAP and the division in the opposition vote is. One, in Saurashtra, clearly some amount of the rural vote has gone to the Aam Aadmi Party, and the other, one seat in South Gujarat, one seat in North Gujarat, tribal reserved seats. The AAP is currently leading in. Tribal votes used to be the Congress's strength, certainly in the last election, and historically it has been. Again, there it seems like a good chunk of people are willing to give the AAP a chance. So AAP has hurt Congress in its traditional pockets.
And would you say 2017 to now, Zaka and Mari, I'm just keeping it in the studio before we take it out, all the implementation of the Labharti schemes, those 2 years of COVID, the direct benefit transfer, Jan Dhan accounts, money going in, the dairy milk cards which have happened, ration in every house. This is embedding welfare into the house and empowering the person who's a pillar of the household, that is a woman.
I'm reminded of the conversation I had with Mittal Ben. I'm thinking of Meena Ben, and also these women that I have interacted with. Anand, they were talking about double graduates, okay? They were talking about कि मेरे घर में जो पैसा है वो मेरा है and I'm running the house. Imagine that sense of empowerment which comes and which is very different from what I've seen in other states. And of course that faith that this is the government which has delivered. Mittal Ben in fact told me कि अब कोऑपरेटिव मिनिस्ट्री जो है अमित शाह चलाते हैं, तो अगर प्राइम मिनिस्टर मजबूत होंगे तो वो अमित शाह को मजबूत करेंगे और अमित शाह हमको मजबूत करेंगे.
Because cooperative was part of industries, it was segregated, brought out as a separate cooperative ministry, and there is so much work that's happening on the cooperative movement. Melinda Gates also giving a thumbs up to what's been achieved in the last 7 years since she came here. She said empowering of women, financial independence of women, women having dreams that they want to spend money for their child's education and for their own enterprise. All of that was manifest in Gujarat, ladies and gentlemen, and that's why this halfway race is no race at all. It's like the others are still at the starting block, whereas the BJP is raced ahead. What we are seeing this right now is Himachal, where the Congress seems to be just there at that halfway number and perhaps a little beyond with 36. And that's where they seem to be currently placed. At this point, if this holds, then the Congress will form government in Himachal, but only just. They are going to be on tenterhooks. This is going to be nervous moments for the Congress party. The leaders are in a huddle. They will want to herd away their MLAs. The BJP would want to break into the 30s. If the BJP is at 29 and with the support of the independents, they are in to try and form government or retain power in Himachal. So the Rivaj will continue and of course the Sarkar will change. Akash is now joining us from Himachal. Akash, what's the update on ground? What's the buzz?
Right. So Anand, this is Happy Lodge and this is the residence of Pratibha Singh and also Vikramaditya. First of all, I'm showing you the visuals. You can see a number of supporters and also the media personals here because you see the trends are somewhere showing that, Congress has got a lead. 35 seats is what we are learning. And, I have some members of the Congress party. In fact, the members of the legal team. Deepak Sharma ji is with me. Deepak ji, अभी तो ये हो रहा है कि अभी तो लीड है लेकिन एक आध दो सीट रह जाएगी तो हमने देखा है कि पहले भी कैसे सरकारें बनती रही हैं इस बार क्या कुछ आपको लग रहा है क्या कुछ होने वाला है
देखिए निश्चित तौर पर हिमाचल प्रदेश में एक लोकतांत्रिक सरकार जनता को मिलेगी और कांग्रेस पार्टी पूर्ण बहुमत के साथ सरकार बना रही है और हिमाचल प्रदेश में विभिन्न मुद्दों ने काम किया है जैसे हमारा ओपीएस हो गया बेरोजगारी का मुद्दा
लेकिन आप बेशक कॉन्फिडेंस अपना दिखा रहे हैं मैं आपसे बात करना चाह रहा हूं कि हाइपोथेटिकल सिचुएशन अगर हम ले लेते कि एक आध दो सीट आप कम रह जाते हैं जैसा कि एग्जिट पोल्स भी कहीं ना कहीं दिखा रहे थे बीते जो एक्सपीरियंस हैं उनमें हमने देखा है कि कैसे सरकारें बनती रही हैं यहाँ हिमाचल में क्या कुछ होने वाला है हालांकि हिमाचल की हिस्ट्री ऐसी नहीं है
देखिए हिमाचल प्रदेश में जो है वो लोकतांत्रिक सरकार प्रदेश को मिलेगी और जो इंडिपेंडेंट जीत कर आएंगे
देखिए उनको बस ये पूछिए कि अभी 36 सीटें हैं 36 सीटों में सरकार स्टेबल रहेगी 34 हाफे है 36 अभी कांग्रेस के पाले में है 36 में क्या सरकार स्टेबल रहेगी मान लीजिए एक इंडिपेंडेंट भी उनके साथ जुड़ जाता है तो 37 सीटों में सरकार स्टेबल रहेगी 37 से ज्यादा की उम्मीद है कि यहीं पे आके सुई रुकेगी
तो मैं दरअसल ये जानना चाह रहा हूँ कि हमने देखा कि किस तरह से इंडिपेंडेंट आपके भी लोग थे जो इंडिपेंडेंट लड़ रहे हैं बीजेपी के भी लोग हैं इंडिपेंडेंट लड़ रहे हैं कुल 25 सीटें थी जानना ये चाहता हूँ कि अगर आपके पास 36 भी नंबर आ जाता है तो क्या श्योर हैं कि टूटेंगे नहीं विधायक या स्टेबल रहेगी आपकी गवर्नमेंट
देखिए ये हिमाचल प्रदेश है ये देवभूमि है यहाँ लोगों ने कांग्रेस के हक में वोट किया है और साफ तौर पे बीजेपी के खिलाफ वोट किया है हिमाचल प्रदेश में जो है रुपयों की राजनीति नहीं चलेगी इन्होंने यूपी में खरीदा होगा बिहार में खरीदा होगा लेकिन हिमाचल प्रदेश में यहाँ देवभूमि है यहाँ लोगों का आस्था पे विश्वास है यहाँ बिकने पे जो है कोई भी विधायक नहीं बिकेगा और ये मेरा आपसे आश्वस्त होकर
why will they want to hurt them away if they are not worried well let's see because Himachal is still topsy turvy the margin of victory or the margin of votes between is going to be very close so we'll have to wait till all rounds are over 68 counting centers big news coming through at this point ladies and gentlemen Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be reaching the BJP headquarters post 6:30 p.m. this evening. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be reaching the BJP headquarters post 6:30 p.m. It's a victory lap and a big celebration and we can expect the Prime Minister to not just address the gathering but more importantly he will speak to the people of Gujarat because what they have returned for him उनकी झोली भर दी है सीटों से झोली भर दी है आशीर्वाद से झोली भर दी है that's exactly what they have done the people of Gujarat have done because this return is something which the BJP is also not expected. Griha is now joining us with more. Yes, Griha.
Right, Anand, even though we are giving Congress the leads when it comes to Himachal Pradesh, right now there has been result declaration in like 4 seats. All of them are going to the BJP. The latest one is Anil Sharma of the BJP winning from Mandi 33 constituency. And the fourth one is from the Karsog constituency, another win for BJP. So 4 victories for BJP that have been registered from Himachal Pradesh.
I'm going to make a request to you when we come back next. Can you please collate a list of the tight fights? Which are the 8 or 10 seats where the margin of difference between the leader and the challenger is less than say about 300 or 500 votes because that's where the story will be. Abhijit Majumdar is there with us in the studio. We also have Rohan Gupta of the Congress Party, Nimita Rastogi of the AAP with us, Syed Zafar Islam continues to stay on, Rashid Kidwai is also with us, Zaka Jacob is with us here back on the wall and Himachal Pradesh.
Swinging the last half an hour or so. One is the seat of Dehra where an independent Hushiyar Singh is leading there. That's swinging between independent and BJP. You also have another seat in Banjar, which is again in rural Kulu Manali, where the INC's Kimi Ram is right now leading. It could go to that independent who was there. And also one, Ashish Sharma, who used to be in the Congress. He was denied a ticket in Hamirpur seat as an independent. He is now leading there. 3 independents leading. But Congress right now moving up to 38. Remember, even in 2012 when they won the state, they won with a slender majority of just 36. I suspect if these trends hold, you're looking at the Congress around 36 to 38, maybe even 39 seats. And of course, let's not forget that one rebel is a Congress rebel who, if he or she is promised ministership perhaps would go back to the Congress. But I want to go to the story of the day, that is in Gujarat, and Rohan is joining us. Rohan is from Gujarat. Rohan, I mean, come on, tell me, there's got to be something up here. 156 seats. Never before in the history of your state have you seen 156 seats after 27 years in power for a party to come back with a record-breaking historic mandate. Surely they must be doing something right.
I completely agree with you, and I think whether they are doing something right or not, but we have done something wrong somewhere. We had this time strategy of going micro, door-to-door with our 8 promises and doing a low-key campaign, I think, but we have failed somewhere. Whether it is rural or urban, I think across the Gujarat, the message is the same. So I think, yes, it's a big defeat for us, and this was not expected out of us. Yes, Himachal is showing some sign for good news for us. So let us hold on to that. But as far as Gujarat is concerned, I concede that we have not been able to capitalize on the strong anti-incumbency on ground which was there, which was quite visible. So maybe the issues which, yeah.
But Rohan, you know, I had met you in Ahmedabad. We had spoken on that show as well. But the question is that this is not anti-incumbency, that the opposition could not encash on. This is, if anything, telling the Gujarati voters are telling Prime Minister Modi that we want to strengthen your hands, that we have faith in 27 years of governance of the BJP and we want to give you 5 years more. Shouldn't it be seen as a positive vote rather than a negative vote, the way in which you are saying, that there was no alternative and hence the BJP got it?
See, BJP has won this number of seats. That doesn't mean that there are no issues on ground. You were there in Gujarat. There was a strong anger in the people due to price rise, due to unemployment. 22 different groups of people were doing agitations in Gujarat. So what I'm saying is very simple, that yes, there was strong anger, but somewhere we could not match up to the expectation of people. We could not give people alternate that if people are not happy, if we are there as a Congress party, people can trust us. No. Okay. So they went to
Rohan, to be fair, मुझे ये नहीं दिखा, मुझे anger नहीं दिखा. In fact, I saw that people of Gujarat were very satisfied and happy with the current government. Abhijit Majumdar, the big takeaway for you, 156 and counting, it appears.
Yeah, so no, I actually tend to agree with what the Congress spokesperson just said, Rohan. You know, BJP has done things in Gujarat, but not extraordinary things in the last 5 years. But the fact that you know, there seems to be absolutely no opposition at all in Gujarat. You know, that is what is startling. I mean, you know, and AAP has not made that much of a dent. Congress can't say that AAP has cut our votes and which is why we have lost and all that. That is, you know, that logic or that reasoning doesn't even hold. So Congress will have to introspect definitely in Gujarat. Himachal, they seem to be heading for a win, but again, I mean, in a small state with a lot of more votes to be counted, we need to wait and not stick our necks out yet. But yeah, Congress again, Himachal.
But it beats me, Abhijit Majumdar. The fact is, how can you go low-key when your distance is 77 to 92? How can you go where you've got to traverse 15 seats to that halfway number? Would you go low-key or would you make noise? Look at the AAP. The AAP was nowhere in Gujarat. A municipal body poll where the Congress moved en masse and they ended up with 27 seats. It surprised the AAP itself, and they started making noise, and they made noise, and they've got 6. They've got 6 and they're on the leaderboard. Nimi Rastogi, would you want to psychologically claim the opposition place in the BJP in Gujarat? Because there is no opposition. Right now, there is no qualified opposition in the Vidhan Sabha. No party qualifies to take the place of opposition.
Absolutely. I would rather say that our graph is ascending like no other graph in the country in the history of independent India. And we have done exceedingly well in wherever we've tried our best. Actually, it's not an overnight phenomenon. Our work, our sincere work starts much earlier than that, and our model in Delhi has I'm
just interrupting you, just going across to Gujarat for a bit. The incumbent Home Minister, Harsh Sanghvi, who's also doing very well from his seat in the Surat district, is celebrating at the Gujarat BJP headquarters. There is huge celebrations there. Let's just go full frame to that picture, to those pictures, please. and stay with those visuals. Harsh Sanghvi at the Gujarat BJP headquarters. Huge noise. We'll try and connect with Arun Dhanta. Let's try and amp up the audio there. No, it doesn't look like Harsh Sanghvi. Is that really Harsh Sanghvi? I'm going to check with Arun Dhanta. Is that Harsh Sanghvi there?
That's another MLA.
No, it's that's not Harsh Sanghvi. Harsh is still, we are given to understand he was actually going to be in his constituency in the morning and come towards Ahmedabad only towards the afternoon. So we're going to check again. So it's just celebrations at the Gujarat BJP headquarters.
Even in Surat, of the 9 seats,
he's in Surat,
8 seats the BJP is leading in.
See, last time around they struggled. They struggled, and this time they were worried about 2 seats, that is Varacha and also in Mandvi. Now, one of the seats, so they were hoping to get 8 out of 9, and Varacha was a concern because the AAP candidate was strong. But
Varacha,
the PM's
Alpesh
rally
Kataria
actually swung things.
Yeah, Alpesh Kataria is a Patidar candidate. Of course, this is where it started for the Aam Aadmi Party, the Surat Municipal Corporation elections. He is trailing. And of course, in Katargam, which is the neighbouring constituency, Gopal Italia, the state president, he is trailing as well. So for the AAP, in Surat, certainly where their story began, there is not much to show for. The only seat that the opposition there seems to be having is Aslam Firozbhai Cyclewala of the Congress party in Surat East. But, you know, a phenomenal story. And I sort of, you know, I just want to, you know, if the BJP won by 120 or 130, you could have said, yes, there are chinks in the opposition's armour, AAP is eating into Congress's votes, so on and so forth. But 156, 157 now, when everybody said, you know, the calm election of 85 under Madhav Singh Solanki was a watershed election, it changed the dynamics of the state. This also has to be a watershed election. Never before in the history of Gujarat state has any party crossed 150. It's got to be more than just, you know, a divided opposition. I think this is, like I said, a vote pro-incumbency, a vote affirming the Gujarat model of development, and most importantly, I think the Gujarati voter is telling the BJP, मोदी साहब दिल्ली में बैठे हैं, देश आगे बढ़ रहा है, उनको हमारा सहारा चाहिए, and we should be with him now. This is a message, I think, as you said, झोला भर दिया उन्होंने.
No, not just
That's
that.
exactly
They've
also
said that right now in the mind of the voter, there is no alternative. No, there is nobody who can replace Modi. It's not even about there's no alternative. There's no reason to replace Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and the confidence is with him. We may have cribs, but the cribs can also be addressed by him.
I again
that's
feel
the
that
level.
it's 158. This is touching 160 now.
कुछ भी
हो सकता है. अब ये नंबर तो रुकने वाला नहीं है.
Let's just do some. Let's just bring down the leaderboard. The data dome and Alexa is a little upset कि आप मुझे भूल गए, हमको लाए नहीं. So let's just quickly look at the leaderboard, ladies and gentlemen. This is a fantastic leaderboard that's coming in at this point. Gujarat is with the BJP. And in absolute majority, close to about 158. Over in Himachal Pradesh, the Congress now looking much more comfortable and in position to form the government comfortably there, inching towards that 40 number. I remember Hemant Atri telling me 38 से 43 के बीच में आके कांग्रेस रुकेगी. 39 पे अभी है. Will there be a little bit of a change? We'll have to wait and watch. But it is 26 and 39. Let's try and go across to our reporter on ground. Siddhant or Arun, who's there with us? Siddhant, can you hear me? Where are you?
Yes, I can hear you, Anand. And what I'm witnessing today is historic. Anand, this Kamlam office of BJP witnessed history in 2014 when Prime Minister Modi became the Prime Minister of the country. And today, again, it is a historic moment for them because for the first time, BJP has crossed 150 mark. थोड़ा ढोल वोल बजाइए आप लोग. BJP अभी नहीं बजा रहे ढोल. ढोल बजाइए, थोड़ा ढोल बजाइए. आनंद को correctly. Rolls have come. The sweets are being distributed. We'll speak to some of the leaders of the party, and here you can see the celebrations are going on. Excuse me. एक बार यहाँ पे कुछ महिलाएं हैं, उनसे बात करते हैं.
बहुत खुश है.
अच्छा, ये वही कार्यालय है बीजेपी का जहाँ से प्रधानमंत्री जब चीफ मिनिस्टर थे वो प्रधानमंत्री बने थे. एक वो दिन है, आज का दिन है. 150 बीजेपी ने पार किया है.
तो मतलब प्रधानमंत्री ने कितना बढ़िया काम किया है कि इस वजह से आज गुजरात का इतना बड़ा ऊपर जा रहा है.
150 के पार हो गए. कभी सोचा था कि 150 का पार?
हमने पहले से सोचा हुआ ही है. 150 प्लस हमारा टारगेट था और वो हम क्रॉस कर रहे हैं। 150 प्लस से हम क्रॉस कर रहे हैं।
प्रधानमंत्री की ही सफलता दिखाई रही है।
अरे गुजराती में तो गुजराती हर एक व्यक्ति मीठा है पहले से। हमारे को मिठाई की कोई जरूरत नहीं, अभी आ जाएगी मिठाई, अभी आ जाएगी पटाखे बहुत फूट गए अभी तो
अभी आ रहे हैं और दिवाली का माहौल।
मैं लेट हूँ पर सेलिब्रेशन तो पूरे हफ्ते
आ रहे हैं। भगवाधारी नरेंद्र मोदी जिंदाबाद।
आ रहे हैं भगवाधारी आनंद। Now behind me you can see Pradeep Singh Jadeja, who is a Sangathan Mantri here in Gujarat, and he is there. You know,
can you try and make your way to him, Siddhant? Try and make your way to Pradeep Singh Jadeja and get a word in.
Yes. Okay. Wait. Pradeep bhai. Celebrations are underway. We are at the Custom office, and you know it's getting really difficult for me to come out from this crowd.
Well, it is going to get all the more hectic and busy right now at this point. Siddhant, I'm just pulling away. I'll come back to you, swing back to you. Just, ladies and gentlemen, back in November, Union Home Minister Amit Shah, while speaking to our group editor-in-chief Rahul Joshi, had said that BJP अब की बार प्रचंड बहुमत के साथ और एक रिकॉर्ड तोड़ जीत दर्ज करेगी गुजरात में. Listen into what he had to say.
कितनी सीट देते हैं गुजरात में आप भारतीय जनता पार्टी को? इतना निश्चित कह सकता हूं कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी यहां पर अपने सभी चुनावी रिकॉर्ड तोड़कर सर्वाधिक सीट और सर्वाधिक मत प्राप्त कर विजयी बनेगी और प्रचंड बहुमत के साथ यहां पर हम सरकार बनेंगे.
Important part was Sarvadhik seat, that means most number of seats, but Sarvadhik Bahumat, most maximum vote share in a Vidhan Sabha, and that's exactly at 54% it's pointing to. He said, apne sabhi record tod ke. So he parked or hedged his bets, saying 127 or 149, even in between that, it will be BJP's best ever. But this has breached that 149 of Madhav Singh Solanki, and it's come to about nearly 160 seats. 159, 15 and 5. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. The decimation of the opposition in Gujarat is a big narrative and a big thumbs up for PM Narendra Modi and the BJP under Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Arun Dhadda is on ground. Arun, celebrations galore at the Gujarat BJP headquarters. Mahilaएं, Purush and everybody, people from all walks of life. ढोल भी बज रहे हैं, छतरियां घूम रही हैं.
भी चल रहा है, अरुण.
Well, Anand, the scenes are electrifying here at Bharatiya Janata Party as they are getting the trends. In fact, you can see the TV screen of News18 Gujarati is there where they are watching the news, the results, the poll results, and in fact, the Garba is being performed by the women here. We try to speak to them while going inside this program. We speak to them. जी बताइए कैसा लग रहा है? आप बताइए, खुश हैं नतीजों से? खुश हैं आप? खुश हैं?
बहुत खुश हैं, बहुत खुश हैं. हमारी बहुत बड़ी.
Well, we'll stay with these visuals, but going across to our guests in the studio also. Nalin, Garvo Ramye. Where Abhijit Majumdar is also with us. We try and go across to our guest, Adwaita Kala, with us in the studio at this point. Adwaita, the celebrations, the ladies breaking into Garba, if you're going to have, you have to be in Gujarat and you want to celebrate, then the natural step is Garba. So are you also feeling like joining them? I believe there's quite a bit of banter going on in the studio.
Well, yeah, we are discussing things, and you know, we have to keep it interesting because it's such a walkover in Gujarat. There isn't much to analyze here, so we're you know, trying to look for things to talk about. You know, Himachal, again, I think there's a lesson there for the BJP in Himachal. The kind of you know, difference as of now, 26 and 39 in such a small state, points to something that has gone terribly wrong for them, because there wasn't that anti-incumbency sentiment. So is it the rebel factor? Is it the factor that there was a lot of infighting that has brought the BJP down in Himachal? And I think BJP has really been its own worst enemy in the state.
What's the difference, Adwaita? You come from Uttarakhand. We were all saying Uttarakhand also, the Congress might come back. What's the difference between what happened in Uttarakhand 6 months ago and what happened in neighbouring Himachal today?
You know, I've always said that Uttarakhand was a pure Prime Minister Modi vote, and that was an election for Congress to lose, because there was anti-incumbency. I think if Harish Rawat had been supported enough, being the tallest leader in the Congress there, I think he could have pulled off something more like a near win than what it ended up being. The Prime Minister, once he came into campaigning there, is when it really shifted in favor of the BJP, because he's deeply loved, not just respected and admired, but he's deeply loved in Uttarakhand. And I think that's what made the difference. It's definitely Prime Minister's state and Prime Minister's win.
What
because
about the old
BJP
pension
couldn't
scheme?
have done it on its own.
Do you think that had a role to play in Himachal?
I'm sorry?
Old pension scheme?
Old pension scheme, but I'm actually looking at it more from the point of view from the rebel factor, because, you know, there were these factors, but there wasn't, I went to Himachal, there wasn't like a huge anti-incumbency or anything like that sentiment going on. It was a scandal-free governance. It was a chief minister who lasted his full term, as opposed to Uttarakhand, where they made 3 changes.
Yes.
It was, you know, stable. I think it's really something that the BJP needs to analyze very carefully, because this kind of a gap in a small state points to something, some sort of rot.
Was there internal factionalism to the extent that they actually ended up trying to
I think
hurt them, damage themselves? Aman Sharma is with us at this point. Aman, the other aspect is, did the Congress modus of campaigning their work? Did Priyanka Vadra's effective campaigning on ground to try and also push on the local issues, did that work? They steered clear of targeting PM Narendra Modi but kept focus on the local issues. Did that actually work? Or was it the factionalism within the BJP? Aman, can you hear me? Well, we'll try and go to Aman in just a bit. Let's go back to Siddhant. Lot of celebrations in Gujarat, over in Ahmedabad. Yes, Siddhant, who all have arrived among the BJP leadership there.
Yes, Anand. Well, all the MLAs of Ahmedabad constituencies, the winning MLAs, at the same time, the Karyakartas from Ahmedabad and Gandhinagar have gathered here, Anand. Let's get into the crowd and try to get a reaction for our viewers. What is exactly happening here? Now you can see the celebrations are underway. Let's go to some of the women. Candidates here. We'll speak to them. हाँ जी, क्या माहौल है? क्या माहौल है?
बहुत बढ़िया माहौल है, बहुत बढ़िया माहौल है। भारतीय जनता पार्टी जंगी बहुमती से जीत हुई है।
अब ये बताइए कि ये सेलिब्रेशन कितने दिनों तक चलेगा? ये जश्न कितने दिनों तक मनाया जाएगा?
बहुत सारे दिनों तक चलेगा। हमारी जितनी जीत हुई है उतने दिनों तक हमारी
ये कैसे, ये जीत कितनी हिस्टोरिक है? ये जीत कितनी हिस्टोरिक है? कितनी महत्वपूर्ण जीत है? आप लोग क्या कैसे जश्न मना रहे हैं?
हम लोग
हिंदुस्तान में बीजेपी की जीत है।
हिंदुस्तान में बीजेपी की हिंदुस्तान में जीत है। आप इसको कैसे मना रहे हैं?
मोदी साहब जिंदाबाद था, जिंदाबाद रहेगा।
There you see, you know, the women celebrating here.
Modi sir, Zindabad the, Zindabad hai, Zindabad rahenge. It's all about the adulation or the love for PM Modi. Adwaita said it right, that it's not just respect, it's not about acceptance, but it's about adulation. It's moving to that level, and Gujarat has set the tone that when it comes to PM Modi, there is no cutting corners. It's like pura jholi bhar diya. Let's go across to Griha and understand what's happening in Himachal. The leads seem to be settling in. How many more rounds to go? Is there going to be a change in the picture, or the sense is that more or less the Congress is comfortably placed? Griha.
Now, there are interesting things that are coming out of Himachal, Anand, because from all the 6 winners that have been announced, 5 of those are from the BJP. Only 1 so far is a Congress winner. Now, you're talking about what is the margin earlier. It's very, very tough call at the moment because some places there is round 3 of the counting that is, being carried out. Some places it has gone up to round 8. But I've just collated that list that you were talking about, and I have few interesting things there. We're talking about the Congress bastion Haroli, from where Mukesh Agnihotri is currently ahead, but just by 3,000 votes. But I'd like to also mention that right now, 3rd round of counting is going on over there. If you look at Fatehpur, another important seat, 5th round of counting is currently on. Congress's Bhavani Patania is, putting up a big fight against BJP's Rakesh Patania. The margin, mind you, is only 600 votes, Anand.
600 votes.
And if we look at Indora, Congress is ahead by just 400 votes against the BJP. Round 5 of the counting is happening over there.
How many rounds are there, Griha?
Yeah.
In Himachal, how many rounds in every constituency?
There are about 8 to 9 rounds of counting, depending upon the number of votes that are being polled. But 8 to 9. Right now, we've gone up to 8th round, but in Fatehpur, round 3 at the moment.
So there are certain constituencies where there are 3 or 5 rounds. There are some constituencies where there have been 8 rounds already. The final round is going on. Some constituencies, the wins have been declared already. Aman Sharma is with us. Aman, can you hear me?
Yeah.
The phenomenal aspect is about how the BJP went about its campaigning in Gujarat, and the leadership was focused. It was unanimous. Was there factionalism in Himachal? You were in Himachal. Was the Congress's method of campaigning and what Priyanka Vadra did, was that effective? The fact that there was no factionalism or there was no face to the leader, did that make a difference?
Well, if Congress wins in Himachal, I would call it the first electoral success of Priyanka Gandhi and a vote for the old pension scheme. I think Congress ran a very good campaign in Himachal. Priyanka Gandhi doing these rallies that connect with women, and especially I think the old pension scheme promise in Himachal, Anand, it is the employees who make the government. As we heard on the ground when we went, it said कर्मचारी ही हिमाचल में सरकार बनाते हैं और बदलते हैं. The old pension scheme was a very, very strong promise. Priyanka Gandhi said it from every stage, and BJP stand on the old pension scheme was very ambivalent. Some leaders said, okay, we'll set up a committee. Some leaders said it has physical cost, we can't do it. But the Congress promise on old pension scheme, I think, has swung the state for the Congress. There was also this anti-incumbency and this cyclic change of power in Himachal, which happens every time. So that was also a factor against the BJP. Though BJP had a very clear CM face, I think the Congress played it smartly by not declaring a CM face. So, the factionalism between, Pratibha Singh and Sukhu, that didn't emerge, at least till now, and they fought a collective election. I think that has what has swung the state for the Congress in Himachal. Rahul Gandhi couldn't go there, but I think Priyanka Gandhi's rallies, I attended one of those rallies, and I think her campaign was very simple because BJP was saying old pension scheme can't be implemented. Okay, there's a fiscal cost, but Priyanka Gandhi said no. It has been implemented in Rajasthan, it has been implemented in Jharkhand, in Chhattisgarh, and we will do it in the first cabinet meeting when we come to power in Himachal. So that promise was very, very clear. I think that has what helped the Congress take this lead in Himachal, and if these leads hold, I think Congress would be very happy with the result which is coming in Himachal. Though there are things, independents are there. I think what also costed them, Anand, is the 21 BJP rebels.
Yeah, I just want to run on the independents number, because right now the 3 who are leading, one of them is an ex-Congress candidate, Ashish Sharma. This is from the constituency of Ashish Sharma from Hamirpur. He was denied a Congress ticket, so likely that if the Congress is at 38, 39, past the halfway mark, likely that he will go with the Congress and not necessarily with the BJP. The other 2 are BJP rebels from Dehra. Hoshiar Singh is an independent who is fighting. And of course, in this constituency of Nalagarh, which is in Solan, KL Thakur again, a BJP rebel. So the number of rebels is actually lower. If you go back and check in 2012 when the Congress won, when Birbhadra Singh became Chief Minister, again, it was just a slender majority. They were 36, the BJP was 26. Right now, the Congress is 39, BJP 26. And like I said, one of these rebels likely to go with the Congress. So the Congress number is looking closer to 40. I think one was OPS, which Aman Sharma talked about. I think there was also talk about Agnipath and Agniveer. I think there was some promise that Priyanka Gandhi had made. I'm not sure what it was, but I think that did have resonance. Let's not forget Himachal, Uttarakhand, Haryana. These are all states that send a large number of people to the fore.
But in a state where it was largely Veerbhadra Singh versus PK Dhumal, in this case you have a Jairam Thakur. You have a Jairam Thakur. It is JP Nadda's home state.
Yeah.
He's the BJP national president. In this case, if you have 21 rebels who were actually fighting the elections, and there was factionalism. Look at those Hamirpur, and those are all bastions of the Dhumals. And there, if the Congress is doing well, then is that rebellion which is reeking off. Syed Zafar Islam, if you are there with us, this is something which the BJP can ill afford. This is then going down the Congress way. That's what's happening. When the Congress was at its point of dominance, factionalism was the undoing. And is that what is happening right now?
Look at the Thakur-dominated seats out of 25 seats, and that's a large chunk. Out of 68 seats, 25 are Thakur-dominated. The Congress just one ahead of the BJP. 12 to the Congress, up 4. The BJP down 5 from last time around. So this would have been 16 had they won as per the last time, 25 of the Thakur-dominated seats. Just quickly also, I want to run through the Brahmin-dominated seats, which of course is always Thakur versus Brahmin, the politics there. There the Congress run away, 7-1. BJP down 2, Congress up 2, but 7-1 is what the proportion is in the Brahmin-dominated seats. But I think really in the populous parts of the state, in Shimla, Hamirpur, Bilaspur, in Kulu Manali, there the Congress seems to have won. The BJP largely restricted to that Mandi Kangra belt.
So Zafar, what is becoming increasingly clear, and I think Zafar Islam of the BJP is continuing to be with us. Okay, let me take that question to Rohan Gupta. Rohan Gupta, I'm sure you are not looking at Gujarat numbers as much as Himachal, because Himachal is increasingly consolidating for you.
Oh, it's just gone back down by 1.
Yes.
I am looking at both the numbers and I am trying to analyze. See, both the states, our campaign style was similar, right? We went with the local issues, whether it is OPS. Both the states we promised OPS. Both the states we have promised 300 units free electricity. So issues were similar. I think as per my person, see, today is the day of analysis. We have lost Gujarat and we are winning Himachal. This is written. So I don't want to go into politics. But what I feel that the method of communication, what we could do in Himachal, I think somewhere we could not touch as far as Gujarat is there. Our cadre was strong in Gujarat. Our candidates really fought good elections. But at the end of the day, I think the communication part or the credibility part was somewhere missing. And this is what I could analyze as of now.
But in Himachal, you also had Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, who was there on ground interacting and holding rallies. In Gujarat, none of your top leaders were present.
You are right. Absolutely. I think that is also one of the factors that where Priyanka ji really campaigned very strongly on ground and she was involved in all decisions. I think it now at the end of the day, even if we were denying, but I think it has played important role. I think our head leaders should have been more. Mallikarjun Kharge was there for like 5-6 days, I think. But if more people from our central leadership had been there in Gujarat, I think we would have made difference. But see, I think it's a big defeat. At the end of the day, we need to analyze that.
Rohanji, simple point that last time along with the Patidar agitation, Hardik Patel, you had Jignesh Mewani,